Reliance Industries Limited has strongly rejected a Bloomberg report dated January the 2nd, 2026, which claimed that 3 oil tankers carrying about 2.2 million barrels of Russian Urals crude were on their way to its Jamnagar refinery in Gujarat. The Bloomberg report had cited data analytics firm Kpler to say at least 3 tankers laden with nearly 2.2 million barrels of Urals, a grade of Russian crude, were headed towards the Sikka port, through which Jamnagar refinery complex sources a bulk of its crude imports. Sikka is also the port that is used by non-Reliance companies. Industry sources cited by PTI said the 3 cargoes cited in the report were probably for Bina Refinery of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited and not Reliance. Reliance Industries is the operator of the world's largest single-site oil refining complex. It was, until recently, India's biggest buyer of Russian crude. On the 6th of January 2026, the company said that it has not received any Russian oil cargo in nearly 3 weeks and does not expect any deliveries in January. Earlier on the 20th of November 2025, Reliance had said that it had halted the use of Russian crude at its export-only refining complex to comply with European Union sanctions. In a statement released on X, the company said, and I quote, "We are deeply pained that those claiming to be at the forefront of fair journalism chose to ignore the denial by RIL of buying any Russian oil to be delivered in January and published a wrong report tarnishing our image," unquote. The denial comes amid US President Donald Trump's warning of even more tariffs against India over its ties with Moscow. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One on the 4th of January 2026, while traveling from Florida to Washington, D.C., President Trump said Prime Minister Modi was aware of his displeasure over India's energy trade with Russia. Trump said Washington could raise tariffs on India very quickly if New Delhi does not curb purchases of Russian oil, directly linking the threat to efforts to squeeze Moscow over the Ukraine war. India is projected to buy an average of 1 million barrels per day of Russian crude in January, down from 1.9 million barrels per day before US sanctions on major producers Rosneft and Lukoil. India, the world's third largest oil importer, became the biggest buyer of discounted Russian crude after Western nations shunned Moscow following its February 2022 invasion of Ukraine.